So guys, today it's the time I give you the Nighthawk Hunter build I spoke about in a previous video. I have two Nighthawk builds for you, one build for the people who don't have mods and maybe just recently started playing Destiny, and another build for the Guardians among us that do have some mods to play around with. Okay, so let's get straight into the first build. This one is for the Guardians among us that just started playing and don't have the mods. We start off with Bottom Tree Gunslinger, Way of the Sharpshooter. For the perks, Practice makes perfect. Enter a trance with each precision hit, reducing the cooldown of your golden gun. Line 'em up enables precision damage with golden gun. Precision hits with golden gun generate orbs of power, increases its damage and extend its duration. Then we move to the exotic these builds are all about. Celestial Nighthawk, with its exotic perk Hawkeye. Modifies golden gun to fire a single high damage shot. Enemies eliminated by the shot explode and grant you super energy. So this shot is already insane by itself, but when you combine this with the perk Line 'em up for that precision damage, it's so crazy. Most things will die instantly by the shot, and if it didn't, then you just dealt insane damage to that target. So every weapon in this build you can get this season, and it is also interchangeable with any other weapon that will come out in the future. So this build will always be viable and you can change it up however you want. The one thing you need for this is the 2x dynamo on your void energy helmet. And combine that with 100 mobility so that you get your dodge back every 11 seconds. And that's all this build is about, dodging as much as possible near enemies to build up that super energy for your Nighthawk shot. And to help get that dodge back even faster, I run a high albedo with Wellspring. Wellspring will give us our dodge back even faster with just a few kills. And in turn, we get a nice super energy boost whenever we dodge because of the 2x dynamo. And like I said before, you can change all the weapons out here with whatever you like, as long as you keep one weapon with Wellspring. You can also perfectly run the new thermal erosion machine gun with Wellspring. Very nice here. Or maybe you're all about that new exotic duality that came out this season. I like it with this build because of the unstoppable shotgun mod that is in the artifact. But again, you can change this out with whatever you like. And with this build, you will get your Nighthawk shot in about, give or take, 1 minute 10 seconds. But keep in mind, it's very depending on the situation you are in. In the background, I'll have an overview of how I have this build set up. Again, all you need for this build is 2x dynamo on your helmet, 100 mobility, and a weapon with the perk Wellspring. All the other mods or weapons you can pick for yourself and you can look at what you have to make this even better or stronger. Okay, now we move to the second build. This is the build that is more aimed for the veteran player that has a collection of mods and weapons to pick from. It all starts with Bottom Tree Gunslinger again and of course Nighthawk. But then we have a weapon collection here that is all about giving super energy. With the first weapon being one of my favorite exotics in the game, Bad Juju. With its exotic perk String of Curses. Kills refill the magazine, increase damage, and grants super energy. Not much explaining needed for this weapon, I think, especially for the veterans out here. You get kills, this weapon gets stronger, and it gives you super energy. Does it need to do more? I don't think so. Then, as a second weapon, I have a shotgun that came out this season. Xeno-classed IV with the perks Genesis and Trash. Trash is just like Bad Juju, where every kill will generate a small amount of super energy. This shotgun is a random drop from strikes, so you can grind out a roll just like this pretty easy. And then for the heavy weapon, I have a Sub-Zero Salvage rocket launcher here, also with the perk Trash, to give that extra super energy on kill. And then, let's move to the juicy part of this build, the mods. Starting with Argent Ordnance. Wild Charge with Light. Readying or firing a rocket launcher grants it increased damage and reload speed. Damaging a combatant with a rocket consumes 1 stack of charge with light. This mod effect stacks with other copies of this mod. Running 1 Argent Ordnance will give a 20% damage boost. Running 2 will give 25 boost and running 3 will give a 35% damage boost. That's also the maximum, you cannot go above 3. This mod is the reason why we run a rocket launcher here. With the Godslayer warhead buff, getting 35% more damage on a rocket is pretty crazy and I think it's overlooked. I don't think many people know about this. And especially with a rocket launcher like this that has tracking and firefly built into it. If you didn't know that, now you do. So you want to run 3 copies of this mod for the max damage boost of 35%. Then for the ways to get charged with light, I have taking charge. Become charged with light by picking up orbs of power. And also blast radius. Become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple combatants with grenade launchers or rocket launchers. With these 2 mods to get charged with light, you will never run out of Godslayer warheads. And now you see the power of this build. Easy kill all the trash with bad juju. Then for the majors you have a shotgun to shove in their face. And then for the stronger enemies / bosses, you have a Nighthawk shot to unleash. And at least 2 Godslayer warheads to fire their way. Absolutely killing everything in your path. With this build, you should be able to get your Nighthawk shot in about 1 minute or even less. If there is enough enemies to kill, of course. And then in the background, I'll have an overview of how I have this build set up. Then I quickly want to suggest that you also run an unstoppable shotgun mod for those unstoppable champions. And a thermal overload mod for the overload champions. And it's up to you if you want high intellect to get your Nighthawk even faster, or if you want more mobility so you can dodge and reload your weapons. And then if you're missing any mods of this build, then make sure you are subscribed, because I will put a post up whenever Banshee44 sells a mod that people might be missing. And then that's it guys, your builds. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, help me out by leaving a like on the video. And then I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.